get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Showing it. Showing it. Slam. You're out. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Off play action. Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Grant. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Schaefer. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Schaefer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They will run with Grant. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Schaefer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Blair. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, 40 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up. Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Schaefer brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
60 outlaw. Strip that ball. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Schaefer. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Schaefer. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Schaefer over the middle, complete. It's Blair. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle taken in. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it up.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Jackson now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Buying time to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
And Jackson throwing once more, being chased out left. He may try and run, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Schaefer. He finds his running back, Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Schaefer. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. 52's the mark. Bravo. On the ball. Ready.
Throwing again. Schaefer. It is intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Interception, baby, all day.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think
blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Looking to throw. Schaefer. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st down, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This is Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Danny. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Get it. Off play action. Schaefer going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's got his man, Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
15 line. 15 line.
It's going to be a long
snap.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to Grant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Jackson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 44, Bengals 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on third down, Schaefer, and that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On fourth down, Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's go now. Now the wolf.
57.
On the ball. Chance.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Ravens 51, Bengals 16. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood.
Off the play fake. Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, matchbox lights.
Come on. Joker.
To throw on 2nd down. Schaefer. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Eifert has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can